Hyperliquid, currently at about $30. There has been bullish breakouts here. I'm going to be telling you about what has happened and what could be happening next. Now, this is on the 3-day time frame, and on the 3-day time frame here, it has broken out of this huge downtrend that has started forming back in September of last year, and it has just broken out on the 3-day candle of January 25th. Price target for this huge breakout here is going to be about $62. Now, these price targets are estimates only. In the case of these altcoins, it's going to depend a lot on what happens with Bitcoin. And this has been a shorter time downtrend here for Hyperliquid compared to quite a bit of these other altcoins here. Well, and why do I think that is? It's because, for one, it is a relatively new coin, so you're not going to get that much data. And this one here, it just seems like it has rebounded probably noticeably, more noticeably than quite a bit of these other altcoins. Because right now I am seeing a higher high and higher low trajectory on the 3-day time frame here since hitting about $21. Now, last week I did tell you about a falling wedge breakout on the smaller on a smaller scale, which is this little breakout here for the smaller falling wedge pattern. It has broken out with the price target of about $38. Now, if you are new to trading, make sure to continue watching my channel. You will get better at reading charts and stack the odds in your favor. I was just in your shoes 7 years ago. Let's take a look at what this is looking like it's about to do, because the price target, smaller price target here, is about $38. That is still a valid breakout because the price action is still above the pattern it broke out from. Now, a lot of these price targets, in the case of these altcoins, is going to depend on what happens with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the driver of this crypto market. It's going to look, Ethereum, XRP, those are some of those bigger altcoins, and even those altcoins are going to look a lot like what's happening with Bitcoin on a higher time frame. So, very important to be paying attention to what happens with Bitcoin first, because if Bitcoin has a bullish pattern on similar time frames, then that's going to increase the likelihood of these altcoin bullish patterns playing out. However, if Bitcoin has a bearish pattern on some of these similar time frames, that's going to decrease the likelihood of these altcoin bullish patterns playing out and even achieving their price targets. So, very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin first. We're going to go ahead and take a look into Bitcoin before coming back to the lower time frames here for Hyperliquid. For Bitcoin here, it has pulled back quite significantly since hitting that $74,000, which I have told you about, because this was a falling wedge pattern, and this is on the 3-day time frame, and the price target was roughly about $75,000, and this one has basically almost hit it. And I think what happened was traders probably got a little bit overcautious and they took profits before the targets. But it's always still good to keep the price targets in mind, because that is a certain level where traders are likely to take profits and where you would likely to see a pullback. So this is basically what I'm seeing here. Since hitting the target, it has also came back to retest this upward trend line here on this falling wedge it has broken out from. Very important for Bitcoin to actually keep a 3-day candle close above the pattern. Otherwise, that would invalidate the breakout and the pattern altogether. This is on the 3-day time frame, and this 3-day candle closes in about 4 hours. On a higher time frame, on a bigger picture here, it is running within this falling wedge pattern, which is a bullish pattern that favors a break to the upside. However, from within this pattern here, there is a steep range here that could range anywhere from about $82,000 to even the $40,000 range. Will it get there? Well, how I see it is this: there's going to be quite a bit of support levels at about that mid 50s to the high 50s level. That's going to be where your weekly 200 SMA is at, your monthly 50 SMA is at. So let's see if those supports will hold, because we're all just talking about probabilities here. And everything I'm saying here is just purely my opinions and is not financial advice. So let's see what happens. I do think, in my opinion, that it is likely that Bitcoin comes back to retest this upward trend line at some point. So, depending on the timing, it could be anywhere from about $82,000 to even where it is at right now at about the low 70s. So, that is something I'm keeping an eye out on. The next key resistance for Bitcoin is going to be about that daily 50 SMA that's currently at about $75,000, and the 3-day 21 SMA that's going to be very close to that as well. That is basically what I'm seeing for Bitcoin. Let's take a look into the smaller time frame here for Bitcoin here as well. So this is a falling wedge breakout. Let me see if there's any other way to look at this. There is potentially, this breakout is still potentially valid. I'm going to say that's too close to call a invalidation, a candle close back into the pattern. So I'm going to say this breakout is still valid, but it is very important for Bitcoin bulls to actually keep hourly candle closes outside of this pattern. Otherwise, that could invalidate this pattern. If this is the highest time frame that this pattern is valid on, let me check. Even the 2 hour, I think that's still valid. 2 hours still could be valid. 3 hours still valid. So there's actually quite a bit of time frames to be paying attention to for this falling wedge breakout. I don't think the 4 hour is going to be valid. So the 3 hour time frame would be the highest time frame I'm looking for candle closes to be above this pattern. Otherwise, this pattern is going to get invalidated, and that's not going to be looking good for the Bitcoin and crypto bulls. So let's go ahead and take a look into I'll give you some sense of what's happening in the macro markets as well. So a few pieces of news here I want to give you my instant reaction to. First one is by Coinpedia. Clarity Act gains momentum again. What the proposed U.S. crypto bill means for crypto and for Bitcoin and regulation, well, now they're saying that this could pass by July 2026 after what had been a pause here on the progress of this bill back in February. And that was basically after Brian Armstrong and a few other big players pulled their support from this bill. So this is going to be something big for crypto because this is a big proposition here. The other thing, let's take a look into the next piece of news here first, which is by News BTC. It says Bitcoin may hit $180,000 this year, but only if this scenario plays out. Amber data. So what I'm paying attention to is, of course, the Clarity Act. That is one that could be very big. But then the other thing is going to be the Federal Reserve and their likelihood to cut rates. Right now, I'm still looking at the June month. That is the first month where Kevin Warsh, the new Fed chair, takes office. And the odds of a rate cut has been fluctuating like crazy for the next couple of months. I think for a couple of reasons. One is because we have the war going on in the Middle East, and that could affect oil prices and therefore put upward pressure on inflation. Second is the unemployment rate and the jobs situation in the US, which is not looking great. Based on the jobs report that has just come out yesterday and the unemployment data that has come out yesterday, we have ticked back up to 4.4%. So that is a factor for the Fed to cut rates. So let's see which of these factors are stronger. Is it going to be inflation or is it going to be unemployment? Let's go ahead and take a look into the federal funds rate because I want to reiterate to you why the federal funds rate is so important to be watching out for. Now, it's because I think that does drive the momentum in the bull markets. Because back in 2021 and 2020, when interest rates were super low, that's when we saw bull markets take off like crazy. And so it was back in the 2010s as well until 2017, which was the peak of that bull cycle. However, if we actually take a look into the federal funds rate, that was in 2024, 2025, it was significantly higher. So that's why I think is a big reason why we saw such a mild bull market. All right, let's go ahead and come back to Hyperliquid here. Before we do, I do want to say that if you find value in my content, do consider becoming a member. As a member, you do support me and my work and will get member exclusive content like being able to request technical analysis and updates in the same format that I am doing here for any crypto and for even the precious metals market like gold, silver, platinum. So consider becoming a member. Thank you very much. Let's go back to what's happening with Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid here is at about $30. And what I am seeing here on the lower time frames is this pattern. On the 4-hour, I think that is the most noticeable. This is a falling wedge pattern on the 4-hour time frame. Falling wedges have a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Now, even though these technical analysis patterns have a higher chance of breaking in one direction, always have to mind the lower chance that they could still break down. If this breaks down, that would not be a good look for the bulls. However, it does favor a break to the upside, and if it does break to the upside here by this point, for example, price target would be about $35, and that is where a lot of those resistances are. I want to zoom out just one more time for you before ending this video because always have to consider the downside. If that smaller falling wedge pattern does break down, then you could be looking at some of these lower levels here as the next level of support. $28, $27, and $26. Those are going to be the next level of support that's pretty noticeable, and see if Hyperliquid bounces off those levels. This basically wraps up for today's video. Questions, comments in the comment section below. Make sure to give it a like if you want me to continue bringing you Hyperliquid content. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day.